Today I'd like to share a beautiful reading about the importance of connecting with your feeling of existence, your sense of I am, and trying to stay in that, reside in that. I'm going to share a quote from Swami Nisargadatta. There's a book about his teachings called I Am That. I haven't read all of it, but I discovered something beautiful in the first chapter. So it's in the form of question and answer. Somebody in the audience is asking a question, and Swami gives an answer. So the questioner asks, "It is a matter of daily experience that on waking up, the world suddenly appears. Where does it come from?" And Swami Nisargadatta answers, "Before anything can come into being, there must be somebody to whom it comes. All appearance and disappearance presupposes a change against some changeless background. The sense I am is always with you. Only you have attached all kinds of things to it: feelings, thoughts, ideas, possessions, etc. All these self-identifications are misleading. Because of them, you take yourself to be what you are not." And then the questioner asks, "Then what am I?" And he replies, "It is enough to know what you are not. You need not know what you are. For as long as knowledge means description in terms of what is already known, perceptual or conceptual, there can be no such thing as self-knowledge. For what you are cannot be described, except as total negation. All you can say is, I am not this, I am not that. You cannot meaningfully say, this is what I am. What you can point out as this or that cannot be yourself. You are nothing perceivable or imaginable. Yet without you, there can be neither perception nor imagination. You observe the heart feeling, the mind thinking, the body acting. The very act of perceiving shows that you are not what you perceive. Can there be perception, experience, without you? An experience must belong. Somebody must come and declare it as his own. Without an experiencer, the experience is not real. It is the experiencer that imparts reality to experience." So this fits very nicely with our philosophy, in which we say that, the creation emerged out of the formless state of the divine. And the first thing to emerge is the sense of I am, the first stage of the cosmic mind is I am. And then comes I think, I imagine, and then comes the material world, which is the object of the cosmic mind. So in meditation, we seek to retrace our steps, to go back to the source. And the last thing that we can experience is that feeling of I am. And when that feeling of I am is attached to your body, to the world that you see around you, the world that you are experiencing through your body and senses, then that I am is the small I. But if you can detach that sense of the world, withdraw the mind from the world, turn your mind inwards and go back towards the source, the I am feeling, then when you let go of these small things around, and there are no tiny containers around this I am, what is left is that cosmic I am, the great I. So the small I, the great I, is simply the small I once the body and the things around it, the world, have been removed. Now, in our Ananda Marga meditation, we kind of take away that sense of the body and the small things, and we imagine the cosmic object, right? The entirety of all bodies, all minds, the totality of existence, the cosmic chitta, the cosmic objective mind. And so we find ourselves not at the center of our little world, but at the center of the entire universe. And that I, which is witnessing this universe, is the cosmic I. The I which witnesses your small world is the small you. So it's kind of two ways of getting at the same thing. You, if you go up and stand on a hill, you will see the same thing as the person who is already there. So if you go and stand at the center of the universe, your I, the cosmic I, which witnesses everything, becomes your I, right? So in both cases, it's important to understand, to first take off, to remove those limiting factors, right? The I am this, I am that. And it's nice, that sentence, it is enough to know what you are not. You need not know what you are. So if you can just remove all those things that you are not, what is left is simply I am. So that's why it's always good in meditation to spend some time. You can do it just when you begin the meditation, and throughout the day as much as possible, to I am not this, I am not that. No, I am not a person, as I have been saying a lot recently. To let go of that. And I always found a little bit of frustration to find something equally exciting to follow up this idea of I am not a person. So I am not a person. What am I then? And that's why I found it very inspiring to come across this quote from Swami Nisargadatta, where he says, it is enough to know what you are not. You don't need to know what you are. So if you know what you are not, then what's left is simply that experience of I am. Now there is one stage of, so this residing in the I am, this cosmic I, is what if you are perfectly established in that, that's what we call Savikalpa Samadhi, the highest stage of realization where there is still this sense of I. But if you remain in that stage and still looking inwards, then eventually that brings one to an even higher stage where you lose that sense of I, and one returns into the nirvikalpa state. Nirvikalpa means no sense of self, right? So that cannot be experienced. You won't remember anything about that experience because the I is no longer there. When you come out of it, if you come out of it, you will recognize that experience because of how you feel afterwards, this ecstatic feeling. Simply also when you come out of sleep, right? You can't remember your sleep, but you feel a beautiful experience that tells you, I had a great sleep. So, so it's enough to know what you are not. And God in the Bible says, when trying to describe himself, says, I am that I am. So he doesn't say I am any, it doesn't, it just leaves it with the I am that I am feeling. Right? So the highest God of this experienceable world is that pure I am feeling. And in a sense, it's not so complicated. Just let go of everything that you are not, and what is left is that simple feeling of I am. Reside in that, connect with that, sit in that, and try to keep that as a certain part of your meditation. I hope you found that interesting and also inspiring. Thank you for watching. Take care. Namaskar.